Hey, Wilson Rams. This is Coach Harmer with your locker room expectations. Just as a quick note again, for PE classes, we do not use the locker room, but you will use the locker room facilities for your after-school events. So we believe that it's very important that we take the utmost care and we respect the locker room, we be safe, and we be responsible down here. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go through the locker room expectations poster just to help reinforce these types of things so we have an effective order when we're down here in the locker room. So for example, you want to be safe. So that means that you are managing your personal belongings. What that means, when you come down here, you have your bags, the things that you're going to dress out into. Use the lockers, coach designates a locker. Just don't leave stuff laying out on the floor for anyone to grab or, people are tripping over. You want to be responsible for your stuff. And when you go up to practice, when you come back down here from practice, hey, you want to pick up your stuff, you want to check around where, the locker that you put it in or, an area that you put your stuff, make sure it's picked up and off the floor. The last thing that we want to do is come back the next day and see a bunch of clothes or shoes or personal items laying around the locker room. That's not good. We don't want to do that. We also want to honor our boundaries, keep our hands and feet to ourselves, just like anywhere else. We don't want to get hurt down here. We don't want to make anyone else feel hurt by force play and screwing around. Coaches aren't going to like that either. Might affect your play time. So please take care of your business down here, get dressed out, get ready to go so you're ready to do your best at your practices. We want to enter and exit calmly and quietly. That means we walk in the locker room just like anywhere else. We're not screaming down here. We're taking care of our business. We're orderly, and we're ready to go for practice. Be respectful. We want to respect the privacy and dignity of self and others. Hey, people are dressing out down here. Let them do their business. You do your business and be ready to go for your practice. Use school-appropriate language with a level 0 to 2 voice. Again, it's common sense. Call each other by our first names. Speak in good, clean language. Makes things go much better. If there's anyone that needs help, help your teammates out, okay? That's part of being a good teammate is helping out. Be responsible, clean up after yourself. So if, you go to the bathroom and you use a paper towel or something to clean off your face or whatnot, make sure that you throw your paper towels away. If you use toilet paper for anything, it goes in the toilet and flush the toilet. We don't want to leave stuff, overnight for the custodians to have to deal with. Take some pride in the facilities. Follow all expectations from staff. What your coaches say, or if a teacher says something, please do it. So we're making the most out of making it safe down here and orderly in the locker room. Transition promptly. We want to spend the least amount of time possible down here in the locker room, getting ready to go so we can maximize our practice time. Believe me, it's important that we get everything that we possibly can into our practices so we are the most prepared when we go to compete. Finally, lead me. We want to reinforce cleanliness and personal responsibility. Deodorant, I think is a no-brainer. We sweat after our practices, so I would highly suggest to have deodorant. Again, if you're hot, you're sweaty, you need a quick pick me up in the bathroom, and you need to wipe yourself down with some water and you're using a paper towel, do that, but then pick up after yourself. Okay? Uphold privacy and personal space in locker rooms. Again, we want to mind our own business when we're getting dressed out. Leave other people's stuff alone. Respect their property. They respect your property. And then finally, teach and reinforce. If you see someone down here not following these directions, point it out to them up here on the poster. Hey, let's get it together. You know, be a leader on your team. You know, not a follower. Be a leader. Lead by example. Follow the directions down here, and we'll make the locker room the best that it can be, and we'll be ready to go for our practices and games. With that in mind, thank you guys, and I'm going to sign off.